All right, so in case y'all didn't know, I actually like when I speak about me going to things like the dorms and stuff. I was in a trade school, and I actually graduated from that. Reason why I went to trade school was I done sort of like construction, handyman, anywhere from like making a fence, building a wall, to fixing sinks, to just lawn mowing, to just basically being like a butler, just driving around. Like I've done all that for about 7 years. I'm 20, by the way. Um, I did that from about 10 to 17. I was like, oh, cool, let me use this. And then I was like, man, I can't use that until I get certified in some stuff or have proper training. So, yeah, I went to trade school, spent about a year and a bit, completed 2 trades, and I got some bags for completing those trades. So I just was like, hey, I was going to do an unboxing video, sort of like, but I already know what's in them. So I was just going to show you all what's in them. So obviously, we got the actual tool bags themselves. This one's a little smaller, this one's a little bigger. But I'll just go through the stuff. So, um, I graduated HVAC and BCT, building construction technology. For those that don't know, it's just basically like you could say general maintenance, like facility maintenance. Um, and HVAC is heating, ventilation. Well, it's HVAC R, right? Yeah, I got my certifications for that, me, EPA, and everything, right? And I got my IRAC and Warner Safety Ladder and different things for this. I think, yeah. So the stuff I got from here, I got a Phillips screwdriver, an Allen key, tube cutter, a Lyman's pliers, measuring tape, a needle nose, a bolt. Darn, I just said it so many times too. A nut driver. I don't know why I said bolt. Well, I think a bolt's when I say it, but yeah, nut driver, another nut driver, adjustable wrench, another Phillips, another Phillips, flathead, wire strippers, angled pliers, some channel locks, hacksaw, like a metal blade on it, but yeah, hacksaw, multimeter, and a manifold gauge. Yeah, I gotta actually get a low loss fitting for that. Either that or yeah, probably low loss fitting is what I'll get for that. And then over here, the BCT stuff, because that's obviously, you know, the manifold gauge, multimeter. That's obviously HVAC. This is what I got for basically facility maintenance. So more Allen keys, but this one goes down to I don't know if you could tell with the other one. The other one, nah, I won't get it out. But the other one had like 6 or so different keys. This one has down to 3/64ths, if you can see right there, 3/64ths, all the way up to 3/8. So yeah, that's pretty cool, right? I got a drywall knife. I actually had never seen ones that don't have just the teeth here. So I've never seen like a double bladed drywall knife, but this is pretty cool. So drywall knife, an inch chisel. Honestly, I probably would have preferred a 1/4 inch, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. So yeah, an inch chisel, another pair of channel locks, another Lyman's pliers. I would usually call this like a mud knife, but this isn't a mud knife. This is a blue steel taping knife. I guess it's because for like this, you could put the tape on the drywall. This is for drywall, by the way, if y'all don't know. You like put the tape on the drywall, and then you could put it right here and then cut it, I guess. I don't know. I just usually I'd put mud on this, to be honest. Yeah, I'd cut tape with it, but I'd use mud to like sort of butterfly it out, to be honest, personally. So I'd call that a mud knife, but that's not a mud knife. This is a measuring tape again, flathead again, Phillips again, another Phillips, angled pliers, torpedo level. I guess you could also call it as like spirit torpedo level if you wanted. A flathead. Again. Needle nose pliers. This is a cooling rag they gave me. So you just, put water on it. You could put it in the freezer if you wanted. But yeah, it just keeps cool because we're in Texas. Smart decision. Speed square. This is a basin wrench. If you don't know what that is, it's basically for think of your sink being a basin. This is just for that little nut. You could sort of see right here. It's helpful for that. Personally, I just always use angled pliers. Not that you're supposed to, but I just always have them on hand, so I don't usually use that. A hammer. Another adjustable wrench, but this one's fully metal, and the other one has marks on its teeth. This one doesn't. Not mark on its teeth, but a mark to show you how far you opened it. Still cool. This is another type of cutter. Another tube cutter, but this one isn't nearly as small, and you can get more of an angle with your hand when you grip it. The other one you just sort of have to twist with your hand like this. They actually have ones that have the small twist, but you can go like this and ratchet it. Yeah, this one's still pretty good. First starting out, at least. Phillips, again. And this is the strap to go to the tool belt. Tool pouch, right? You put the tool pouch and the tool belt together. Another hacksaw. Again, I think this might be the same type of hacksaw. Yeah, metal teeth, I believe, or metal. Utility knife or a box knife, whatever you want to call it. And they gave me one. I know this looks like more than one, but this is one. I'd say maybe 3 millimeter thick trash bag. And yeah, that's my BCT bag, or facility maintenance, you could say. And these are the two things, along with my certs, that I got for graduating my trade school. It's pretty cool. I'd close these, but it's a little hard to do with one hand. You could tell one's a little bigger than the other, but in my opinion, pretty chill. Tell me what y'all thought. Obviously, the tools here are more geared towards HVAC. You can see there's the nut drivers and things like that, and obviously the manifold gauge, the multimeter. Well, this is more towards general maintenance. You had the drywall knife, for if people punch holes in their walls, right? You could think apartment maintenance. Someone punches a hole in the wall, you can fix the hole, right? Then you got just a bunch of different things, a hammer, things like that, which you just sort of have for just generally a lot of stuff. Not really a specified job, but more of just, you work with what you got type thing. And yeah, tell me what y'all thought. Any tools that y'all could think of that I might need. Realistically, like this, I'm going to get a low loss fitting for the water end, right? The hot liquid side, the red, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to get a low loss fitting for that. Maybe I'll try to get a low loss fitting for everything, but really you just need a low loss fitting for the water. I had 4 instructors. One of my instructors was saying instead of a low loss fitting, it might be better to get I don't know what it's called, but it's the same type of thing that you have when you use a pressure washer, where you, instead of having it where it's just low loss fitting, you can just pull it back, snap it on, and push it in, and pull it back a little, tug it. It'll snap on right there, and it'll have a lot less diminish. But yeah, it's pretty chill. Tell me what y'all thought. I know this is a completely different video from usual, but hey, I'm just really sharing what my passion is. I spent years doing this, and then I spent a year and a half actually learning how to correctly do it, for the most part. And so yeah, I thought I'd share this with y'all. Tell me what y'all thought. See you.